Does how I dress even matter? Shouldn't people respect me for my ideas, not my clothes? As much as you might not want to admit it, how you dress does matter, and not just to other people, to you too. In this video, I'm going to break down 5 important ways that how you dress actually makes a difference to your confidence, your productivity, and your reputation. I'm Missy of Simplified Wardrobe and a Capsule Wardrobe stylist. I help women structure their wardrobes for success. If you've ever started a big day trying on dozens of outfits only to end up wearing the first thing that you put on and still not really feeling great about it, then you already know that what you wear can have a big impact on your mood. Of course, what you wear also changes how other people perceive you, but did you know that your clothing can also affect the way you think? Here are the 5 ways that clothing can make a real difference. Number 1, mental energy. No matter how serenely your morning begins, things can start to go sideways as soon as you open your closet doors. This common closet experience can induce panic that starts you off on the wrong foot and cause anxiety that will stick with you for the rest of the day. Whether you start the morning frazzled and feeling frumpy in an outfit that's doing nothing for you, or calm and confident in an outfit that makes you feel like you've got it all together, all starts with what's hanging in your closet. When you stare into a jam-packed closet and think, I have nothing to wear, this is the paradox of choice in action. The paradox of choice is a psychological phenomenon that basically means when we have too many options, our brain can't handle it and totally shuts down and stops us from even being able to make a decision. But the difficulty or even inability to make a choice isn't even the worst part. As the number of choices grows, the less satisfied you are with your options, and you're more likely to be dissatisfied with the choice you ultimately go with. That means the more clothes hanging in your closet, the less confident you'll be in whatever you put on. See, your brain can only handle so many decisions per day before it stops functioning at its peak. Do you really want to waste all of your brain power on figuring out what to wear in the morning? This is why Steve Jobs famously always wore that black turtleneck, jeans, and tennis shoes, and why Barack Obama has stated that he only has 2 colors of suits and a few shirts and ties that he can just mix and match so he never has to think about what he's gonna wear in the morning. Streamlining your closet, creating a strategic wardrobe, and developing outfit formulas or uniforms can save you precious mental energy that will allow you to save your brain power for more important decisions. Number 2, enclothed cognition. I'm sure you've noticed during shelter in place that it can be way too easy to stay in your pajamas all day long. But I know, at least for me, when I do get dressed and even do my hair and makeup, I feel so much better. I'm way more productive, and I'm not worried that someone will want to have an impromptu Zoom meeting that I am not prepared for. Because what we wear really does affect our mindset and our confidence. I'm sure you've read a ton of articles about productivity working from home, and I bet every single one of them mentions that you should get dressed in the morning before you start your day. That's because making that outward change signals to your brain, okay, it's time to work, the day has started. And it's not just productivity and confidence. Researchers at Northwestern University found that the clothes you wear can actually change the way you think. In one study, they had participants perform a test wearing either a lab coat like a doctor or the same lab coat, but they called it a painter's jacket, or neither, that was the control. They found that subjects' sustained attention increased when they were wearing the doctor's coat in a way that it did not in the painter's coat or in nothing at all. And remember, the doctor's coat and the painter's coat were exactly the same. It was just about what they called it. The lab coat itself and everything that represented made the subject feel more like a doctor and therefore behave more like a doctor would behave. And I'm sure you felt this before too. When you're dressed to the nines and feeling really confident and you're totally dressed the part, you feel more embodied and like you can act the part. Number 3, creative thinking. In another series of studies, it was shown that the formality of your clothing can actually influence your decision making. In these experiments, students were told to wear either their formal clothes or street clothes, and then perform a series of standardized tests. Students wearing the more formal clothes showed stronger inclinations toward abstract thinking. And in yet another experiment on clothing formality, I bet you didn't think this video was going to be so science heavy, but here we are. In this study, students were randomly assigned to wear their formal clothes or their casual clothes and given a test that studied their strategic thinking capabilities. Participants wearing the more formal clothes focused more on the bigger picture, whereas students wearing their casual street clothes got stuck more on the tiny details. So you can use executive level clothing to prime your brain to do executive level thinking. Number 4, authenticity. Another way that clothing can affect your psyche is when what you're wearing matches or doesn't match your internal self. When you feel like you're truly expressing who you are, you feel calmer, more confident, and more purpose-driven. And when you feel like you have to hide who you are, that has a negative psychological effect. It can make you second-guess yourself and feel like an imposter. Not only that, but when you dress for who you really are on the inside, you'll attract like-minded people. And you know what they say, you are the product of the people you surround yourself with. Consider, who do you want to be? Number 5, perception. I bet this is what you thought this video was going to be about. And yes, while clothing does affect you, your thinking, and your confidence, it also has an effect on how people perceive you. What you wear shows people how you view yourself. It's the first thing anyone notices when you walk into a room. And while you might think you're showing your dedication to your craft or to your job by not caring about what you're wearing, the signal that you're really sending is that you don't take your job or yourself all that seriously. Of course, if a client, a manager, or a coworker has a bad experience with you, that's not good for your career or your reputation. But sometimes, even if they have a great experience, they may still be hesitant to recommend you for that big promotion, a new client, or an opening at their new job. Because just as much as your style is a representation of you, if they vouch for you, it's also a representation of them. And if you're interfacing with clients, you're representing your company. The way you present yourself matters. So make sure you're presenting yourself in a way that would always be an asset, not a liability. Style is just one of many tools that we can use to put our best foot forward. I happen to think it's the most fun, but even if you're not a fashion person, you can strategically curate your wardrobe to be more confident, increase your brain power, and earn the right kind of reputation so that you can be successful. If you like this and want more information on curating a strategic capsule wardrobe, watch the video that's somewhere on your screen. It's all about capsule wardrobe basics, benefits, and more. And for more style tips and tricks, don't forget to subscribe. I also talk about capsule wardrobes, color analysis, and personal style over on Instagram. That's at Simplified Wardrobe. And you can also get your hands on my free signature style guide if you head to simplifiedwardrobe.com. The link for that will be in the description. And if you found this information helpful, please let me know with a like. And if you know someone else who could benefit from this video, please go ahead and share it. Until then, good luck tricking yourself and others with style. Is the wink too much? I don't know. Is this... who knows?